Yeah. Okay, it's not perfect, but I haven't done this in a while. Weaving a basket out of a coconut frond. Just gonna trim it up, make it look kind of spiffy. That, this, that, trim that. Okay, there we go. I kind of goofed up in a couple spots, but I've got other videos on this, how to weave a coconut basket, coconut frond basket. You can see I goofed up right here, but hey, it's fun to do by the beach. Well, it's not as good as I thought it would look. I'll do another video on this because this is kind of not as good as I thought it would be. And then you just hang it. I'll hang it on a tree. Watch this. Right next to the waves. Here, bring it back. Step back a little. There we go. Okay. Here we got a nice rock cod. Beautiful fish. Might want to throw it back, but that's good.
That's what I'm talking about. If I had to eat it, I would.
Yeah, we could definitely eat that. Rock cod is good. It's kind of a buttery flavor, and it's got spikes on it, so you gotta watch the spikes. So I got a glove on. Beautiful fish, huh? Beautiful fish, man.
Can you grab it with your hands?
Oh yeah. Fish in the basket. So I'd store my fish like this to keep it off the ground. There we go. Aaron caught a rock cod. Beautiful. Okay, buddy. Whoa. We're gonna let you back in the ocean, okay? He's kind of small, so we're gonna throw him back in the ocean. Oh, there he goes. Awesome. Okay, well, we're gonna get a bigger one next time. Awesome, man. Woo!
Got it.
Aloha, everybody. We are at Mackenzie Park. It might rain on us. Me and my buddy Aaron right here. Woo! Do some fishing. We got some rocks as weights. What do we have? We have some tuna as chum. And we have beautiful ocean conditions, hardly any wind. But like I was saying, that's a rain cloud. That's definitely a rain cloud, so we might not be fishing too long. Well, we got our ponchos, and we are at a beautiful spot, Mackenzie Park, Lower Puna, Hawaii. This is Mackenzie Park. Some people say it's haunted. There was a murder back in the day. 2 campers were murdered here. So that's why people say it's haunted. Well, that and the night watchers. And this used to be part of the King's Trail, an ancient path that went around the island that the Hawaiians would use to travel, kind of like a highway, the King's Trail, and it went right through here. And there was an old Hawaiian village, an ancient Hawaiian village, and the warriors lived on this side. There was lots of human sacrifice. Beautiful day today. Woo! That was beautiful. So you're gonna try again, huh?
A little bit more gentle.
I would go out to the right here, like right there. Get to the edge, maybe.
Ready?
Whoa, I'd go right here.
I can wrap this. Hold on, let me get it tighter.
Yeah. And maybe not fling it, because sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it a little gently.
And if you go that way, right there, if you go out to that point right there. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Ready?
Rock and roll. Did you run out of line? We're having so much fun today.
I'm like so close.
Where'd you go?
I'm just down right at the rock, like where the yeah. You need more lines, right?
Oh my goodness, what a day. Okay. Let's, is it stuck?
Or I got a bite.
Or you got a bite.
Probably stuck.
Reel it in. Always be careful when you're opening up a coconut. Have a sharp machete. And this is how I would do this one right here. This is a sprouted coconut. The hard shell, very hard. Maybe I need to sharpen my machete. Been using it so much lately. It's still pretty sharp. These are just tough. And that's what it looks like inside. The meat. Let's see if that's in focus. Got the meat, it's really good. And this is like the cotton candy part. Let me rinse it off with beer. This is what the inside of the coconut, sprouted coconut, looks like. It's like a cotton candy. So good. It's literally like a coconut cotton candy. So good. And the meat, really coconut flavored, real strong coconut flavored. This is basically about to become a tree, so it's really healthy, and there's no water, but you can survive off these. If you're used to them, you know, you got to get used to it because it's rich in oil and stuff like that, but it's really good. Okay, there you go. Closer look at the basket. Hangs perfectly from this ironwood tree. Coconut frond basket. Easy to make. You usually want the young palm fronds. They're easier to work with, more pliable. And there you go. I'm going to gather some fruit and other things. Let's see if I can gather some stuff. Maybe some seashells and put it in my new basket. And my buddy Aaron, he's sneaking some food over there. I said, hey man, it's coconut, sprouted coconut or fish. He brought a burrito. He brought a taco. You're cheating, man. We have to catch fish. You have to be hungry when you fish.
I can't catch anything, so I gotta eat the bait.
Oh boy. Good time. Good times by the ocean. I haven't been fishing in months. 6 months at least.
A lot of fishing spots.
And you lost your house.
Oh man.
When?
June 5th. Morning of June 5th.
June 5th.
Yeah.
In Kapoho. Aaron had a house in Kapoho. Young gentleman. Served his country.
Dude, 5 years active duty, man.
You were Army.
Yeah, U.S. Army.
And then you were a contractor?
Yeah, overseas. Originally from Buffalo, New York. Joined the military at 17. Lucky enough to get stationed down in Oahu. When I was getting out, it was either stay in Hawaii or go back to Buffalo. So it was a pretty easy decision. And yeah, I came out to the Big Island, got away from the big city, and fell in love with it. This is where I it's where my heart is. So this is where I chose to be. And then bought a house at like worst time, highest month in real estate. It's like September 2007. But it all became a wash when I started renting it out, and living the dream ever since. Kind of subsidized my whole life. I just cruise here, help my community, fish, food, beach, garden a lot, all kinds of stuff.
So Aaron is the guy who gave me the gas mask.
Oh yeah.
Because he was concerned. I was doing videos and I was by a lot of, fishers, a lot of active fishers in Leilani with the SO2 gases, and he was helping me out. He gave me a gas mask. That was really awesome. I want to thank you for that, man. That really helped me out.
For sure.
It gave me some security and safety.
Yeah.
You know, and I could escape if I wanted to.
Confidence, yeah. And that's what matters when you're in any kind of emergency situation.
Exactly.
Having the confidence, not being afraid, and having kind of one up on the elements that you can have one up on. Yeah.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hey, aloha, I'm Aaron. Lava refugee. Kind of picking up the pieces on the east side of the Big Island. Cruising with my buddy Gabe. He's gonna throw me some love, and looking on his channel, we came out and went fishing this morning.
Yeah, you got a fish. That was awesome. Hey,
rock one.
What's your GoFundMe?
I go Lava Refugee. If you just hashtag that on Twitter, Facebook, guarantee you'll come across my GoFundMe. Like I said, everything's buried in rock. I was over in Kapoho Vacation Land for 12 years. That's where my heart was, where my garden was, where my livelihood was. So just moving on and trying to be as positive as possible and living aloha in the process. Enjoying the land.
Yeah, you are 36?
36 years old, yeah man. Been out here half my life.
And you were stable enough to buy a nice vacation rental in Kapoho, and it got completely covered by lava. Yeah. You were in the Army. You did IT?
I did IT work, yeah.
Okay.
I joined the military at 17, and I did joined for like as a, we can cut this all out, yeah. That's okay.
No. Keep going. Okay, so you joined at 17?
Joined at 17. Lucky enough to get stationed over on Oahu. I spent about 4.5 years kind of doing my 5-year enlistment, coming to age. At 23 when I got out, I was either go back to Buffalo, New York or or stay out in Hawaii. And I had plenty of job offers, so it was kind of not even an option. I just stayed out here. To me, this is the best place to cultivate your own happiness, to grow things. It's so beautiful that every day you're just kind of confronted with life and positive energy and the godliness that is kind of, I guess, if you want to get real hippie. But
so you lost pretty much everything. You got some of your household items out?
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was helping you with the bed. You got a bed out.
I got like about 3 truckloads, you know. I got my nice bamboo bed. I got basically like 3/4 of my tools, like all the expensive tools and stuff like that. And then a few things of clothes, you know, a few things to move on with, dishes, coffee pot. Like everyone in my area we thought we were just gonna get isolated. That's what the county was telling us. That's what civil defense was pushing.
And then in 3 days,
like 2 days, like
2 days, it just came down
came around
and took
4 corners and took the spirit out of Kapoho, pancaked, and took the entire neighborhood.
And it's almost 5 miles long along the coast.
For sure.
And probably in places several miles wide. I mean, it's a huge disaster, and it wiped out Kapoho completely.
It'll be a year before it completely cools down.
And you were in vacation land.
Yeah.
Right? And you had you were like 1 street from the ocean.
Yeah, I lived in this really cool conservation area, and it was basically just an ocean nursery. It's called Wild Pie. And it was like I said, an ocean nursery. Some of the last reef still left, like an amazing marine habitat that was accessible to the public. And it was a beautiful neighborhood and a beautiful place to be a steward for many years. Like,
and
awesome.
You were organizing cleanups.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we're doing cleanups like on a monthly basis. This past year, there's kind of like a huge hit with the Pacific Garbage Patch, and yeah, there's all kinds of trash like washing up this past couple years.
That's awesome of you, man, and it's just such
amazing.
It's crazy, and so you probably got what, like 50% of your household items out, or
not even
like 25?
It's not about that, you know.
But like, no, I'm just saying, like in the last couple days, what were you doing? You were
grabbing a whole bunch of just again usable stuff that I thought I would need before I'd go find another place to live, in a sense, which is what I'm trying to do now, except there's no chance of going back. It's
not for 20, 30 years.
Even if I go back, it's not like your typical lava. So it's kind of just one of the most hellacious and unmerciful landscapes on earth.
It's not Pohoihoi, which is smooth,
no, it's
and is really rough, and no one really builds on
Exactly like it sounds.
Yeah, it's rough. It's like a dagger. That's why Pohoa is called dagger, because there's so much around.
It's a glassy, new formed, like real sharp. Like you even graze across it, it'll cut your skin for sure. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, we're gonna wrap this video up right here. I want to thank Aaron. I'll provide a link to his GoFundMe in the description box. Please check it out. No pressure, guys.
Any love and support, it's gonna go very far towards picking up the pieces. Anything left extra is gonna be going to the community and doing good things. Got a good heart.
Awesome. Aloha. Ahui ho.